Mike Johnson just keeps throwing Donald Trump under the bus, making it seem as if they have some sort of secret plot to steal the election, making it seem as if Donald Trump is gonna kill Obamacare and Johnson's gonna help him. And now we come to the latest issue, the damage they might do to the economy by rolling back a popular piece of legislation. Take a look.
The former president has said that he doesn't support the CHIPS and Science Act. You voted against it. If you have a Republican majority in Congress and Trump in the White House, will you guys try to repeal that law?
I expect that we probably will, but we haven't developed that part of the agenda yet. We got to get over the election first.
Okay, so he was asked very directly, will you repeal the CHIPS Act, which we'll define, don't worry about that. There's no reason every regular American needs to know what that is, but Mike Johnson knows what that is. And he's talking about like, yeah, well, no, I suspect we will, gotta get the votes and everything. But again, just like with Obamacare, all of their priorities are take the things that have helped that the government has done, and we're gonna kill those things. And the CHIPS Act, while there's very good criticisms to make of it, it is a lot of money being given to a lot of very big corporations. That said, it is a lot of money being given to a lot of very big corporations to achieve an end, and it seems as if it's achieving that end. So basically, this was designed as a thing that would allow us to kickstart as a nation our ability to produce advanced chips and other things necessary in basically every piece of technology. That has generally been driven, that industry, by other countries, by China and Japan and Korea and all of those. Now we want to be a part of that. And the investments that came about from the CHIPS Act have been producing jobs in a lot of states. Take a look at this map and you're gonna see, Texas has got a plant with 2,000 workers and California's got big ones and Arizona's full of it. Thousands and thousands of jobs, and oops, I guess those could be gone soon. So anyway, in particular, in some swing states, Arizona's on there, North Carolina's on there, and days before the election, he's like, hey, you know that thing we did that was really helpful to you and has given you a lot of optimism? Yeah, we might kill that if you vote for us. And so anyway, it inspired a lot of investment into these plants, and it is expected that pretty soon, by 2030, okay, we might produce about 1 in 5 of the world's most advanced chips, which is pretty good considering that right now we produce none of them, literally none. It could help us to be self-sufficient in this area. And so the idea that you would say that you're gonna cut this, that this is gonna be one of your priorities seems maddening to me.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm glad we're talking about this, and I'm glad you're providing those numbers. And I think it's interesting that it's in Arizona, and I wonder if that's going to impact some of the voters in Arizona when it comes to whether they want Donald Trump back in office or not. Because again, it's not just that he's vindictive and vengeful from his political enemies. They are a vindictive and vengeful party that hates anything that Democrats passed. The ACA is a prime example of that. They tried to overturn the Affordable Care Act. John McCain infamously or famously with the thumb down, right? One of the last final acts that he did was able to save it. And thank goodness, because Republicans were facing down angry town halls, getting reamed over their plans to cut the ACA, and they were never able to do it. Why? Because it's popular and it doesn't go far enough, and we have to build on it, but it's a start. Same thing with the CHIPS Act. If you hate China, you want to go, you think they're unfair, we economically, they're eating our lunch. You love the CHIPS Act because it's a finger in the eye of international manufacturing, and you're saying we're going to make this here. This is going to be American jobs, American made chips, and yeah, it will help. What won't help is just putting a bunch of tariffs on Chinese or Taiwan or Korean made microchips, so that every single piece of electronic, a phone, a camera, a computer, will be, I don't know, that much more expensive because tariffs always fall down on people. I mean, it's like these basic things that no one's explaining to MAGA, that honestly no one's explaining to a lot of audience members out there.
Yeah, exactly. These people being convinced to literally vote against their own economic self-interest. Like, I know everybody's been like trying to appeal to men to be like, hey, think about others besides yourself when you vote. Think about Harris. How about this? That will get through to some of them. To others, the selfish ones, no, think about yourself and vote for Harris. Be selfish and vote for Harris because your life will be better because you got Harris into the presidency. Anyway, Mike Johnson, please continue speaking. That's all I want out of Mike Johnson. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.